Now for something completely different.
Smoke
medical
weed every day.
The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Brian Hoppe and Facet. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3, 2, Hoppe. Hoppe, Hoppe. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe.
So, Eleanor and Blahzae, I have never been perfect a day in my life. This is actually take 2 of Hoppe Hour. The first take, it sounded like that, and I was like, we must do it over. Yeah. How the hell are you guys doing?
Oh, man. Amazing. Yeah. Shit's getting real right now, so, you know, we're good.
Eleanor, I met you a few weeks ago at the Chill Room, and let me tell you, I'm indifferent about open mics because a lot of it's awful, but some of it's really good. And you guys, the show you guys put on at the Chill Room about 3 weeks ago, you guys blew up the room, and I was like, let me give Eleanor my business card. Like, I had to have you on the show. You're very talented.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate that.
So I was listening to some of your songs this afternoon, and I feel like I know what the song is about, but maybe I don't know what the song is about. What is the song Fuckboy about? What happened in your life that created the song Fuckboy? I think I know what it's about, but I might not know.
Listen, that song it's really about a double standard. At the end of the day, like, no girl wants to be with a man who has community dick.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's giving everything you have to a fuckboy, pretty much, and getting hurt and then realizing that you got to focus on yourself.
Fuck girls are a real thing too. It's a real heartbreaker. And the worst part about it is when you go through the heartbreak, you feel like it's unnecessary because you know you're better off.
Facts.
But they did that thing to you. Facts. You don't know what it is, but the heartbreak is there.
Right. That's so, you know, it's just, it's that moment when you realize what you need to do, but at the same time you're still bitter, you're still hurting, you still have this anger inside of you that goes unexpressed. So, you know, I chose to put it in a song.
How long did it take you to write it?
Oh, I wrote that in like maybe 10 minutes.
It feels like it. It's a very real song, so I could tell that was right to the point. There weren't any ghostwriters there.
Yeah, no, that one, it was just me and my headset and in a dark room, just in my feelings, and just the lyrics poured out.
Nothing's worse than being in a dark room with your feelings. It's a very dark place, no pun intended. For me, it's right before I go to bed, especially if it's going on like 2 or 3 a.m. I'm just laying there like my mind's racing.
Yeah, but see, I like my mind.
Oh, you do?
I like my head.
I'm indifferent on mine.
I like being in my own space. Like, I feel safe and I can judge everybody I want from there. So it's like, you know, it's all good. I can judge who I want, and then I just assess my life and I evaluate the shit that I'm going through, and then from there I get inspired to express it, and I end up with music. I
pretty much recap my whole day, and I'll lay in bed and I'll be like, that could have gone better, that could have gone worse. It's like a recap before you go to bed. It's bizarre.
For me, sometimes I recap, but then other times I'm like visualizing like what I want my future to be like. I'm visualizing the next song or like a music video that
Do you write it down?
Film. I mean, if I'm in the bed, not so much, but I try to first thing in the morning.
I've had so many ideas come to me, but I don't feel like writing it down, and then it's gone. I've probably come up with $1 million ideas before bed, and then when I'm about to write it down, it doesn't happen. It's crazy. It's crazy what your mind can do.
Yeah, and I think that's why it's really important to practice things like meditation and mindfulness and like have moments of stillness and disconnect from like social media and shit, because it is crazy what your mind can do. And so when you channel all that energy and focus it on one thing, that's how you make shit happen in your life.
What's your method of meditation?
I mean, it varies. So I'm not so much like trying to just empty my mind and not have any thoughts, because that's not possible. But it's more so just being mindful and watching the thoughts and not being triggered by what comes up, but having an awareness of what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, stepping back from that, and just like evaluating it and letting it be there.
What's your way to like think about it but not be triggered by it? How do you do that?
So depending on what comes up, because sometimes, you know, you have like a a tangent of thoughts, you'll kind of go off in one particular direction. Let's just say hypothetically, I'm thinking about, you know, the inspiration behind Fuckboy, right? So
yes.
A particular person.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So I'm in my feelings. I'm like revisiting things that happened. It's kind of flashing back before my eyes. And instead of me feeling emotionally triggered in the sense of he hurt me, he's an asshole, and projecting, I'm like, okay, I feel this pain and it's coming up and it's okay. Let me sit with this pain and be in the pain. Be okay with it. And then find a space of forgiveness for him and for myself because I allowed myself to be in that situation.
I've noticed every millennial has been going through this, I think probably since the beginning of the decade. I don't know what it is, but it seems like everyone's going through emotional pain. It's very bizarre.
Yo, I was just talking about this the other day. No. So, I mean, think about it though. As millennials, we've been through some shit.
9/11, COVID.
Right. COVID. I mean, we've been through 2 recessions.
George Bush.
Right. And all the Afghan wars. And like, just also, let us not forget, we have been in a generation without social media and we witnessed the dawn of social media.
Yes.
Where you now have all kinds of shit being shoved in your face constantly.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, murders.
Yes.
On TV.
Literally on Facebook Live over the years. There have been murders on Facebook.
Right, right. So it's like.
You used to have to go to websites for that.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
my favorite video was, what's his name being hung? Saddam Hussein. Remember that? That was big in like, I think it was like Live Leak.
Faces of Death.
Oh, man. Classic. I'm not that morbid. The one that was crazy to me was who was the senator that shot himself in the head like 30 years ago? That video went viral in like 2007, and I was like, I'm watching a video.
I didn't watch these ones.
Oh, no.
It was in front of like a whole news forecast.
I didn't go looking for anything. Like
talking to the mic.
Yeah, I didn't go looking for this kind of shit. Like now it's just shoved in your face. Like
for
it's not
sure.
a choice. But like you guys went looking for this shit?
Nah, it was just there. Like,
it was talked about. Yeah. See, I graduated in 2012. I just turned 30. Yeah. So I think we're probably the same age. And that was
that.
I like that. I like the confidence in you. No, but you know, like growing up like 15, 20 years ago, like when the internet first came out, there was all those dark websites and now you can get it anywhere. I feel like you had to go to a certain website to get smut and now you can literally go on TikTok and see something close to it.
It's on your reels. It's on your story. It's everywhere. It's being shared all over the place.
What do you guys share for your reels? I share caption videos of my podcast and previewing what's coming up, but I try to be low key. I used to be such an over promoter throughout my 20s and I'm tired. I need to chill.
Yeah, I don't know. I struggle with social media. Like on 1 minute, I'm like, yeah, let me promote my music. And I understand it's a tool and a good platform.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I'm like, I just want to like document my existence. And if I'm experiencing something that I'm really excited about or really happy about, or if I feel like I'm looking really good and I'm like,
yeah, you got to share that.
Like, I just want the world to see me right now because I feel good, you know. So it depends. So on one hand, yes, it's a tool. I see it to promote something that I'm creating and share my creativity. But on the other hand, it's also just like almost like a diary, a visual diary.
Yeah.
So I document my life.
I did this thing like 5 years ago. I don't do it anymore. I would share memes to how I was feeling. And I was almost telling people too much. Like I remember like 2018, that was the year that girls would just ghost on you. Girls do it now, but not as bad. But 2018, girls were just too busy and they would ghost on me. And I remember I would post these memes and looking back on it, it was cringe. It was like, you're never too busy for somebody. And while that's true, you don't need to let the world know everything you're feeling through a meme.
So true. Like
it's cringe.
I feel the same way about my Facebook. Back in the day, you know, I'd retaliate and lash out through my Facebook news feed or whatever, saying something slick to everybody. But hey, looking back at it, that was wow.
I don't look at Facebook memories anymore. I used to look. It's just a bunch of my ex-girlfriends and posts that I made 10 years ago that make me. There's no reason to look at ever.
Agreed.
Even Time Hop I had to get rid of, and Snapchat memories, because then you're just being flooded with, like, you start living in the past a little bit of like thinking everything was perfect at that moment because you were younger, but then you have to go, but if that person's not in my life anymore or I'm not in that situation, it ended for a reason. Our brain, it's like that song, my mind plays tricks on me. Our brain really fucks with us.
Yeah, it can. It can if you let it.
You seem to be the type of person, though, like I'm letting you know that I'm crazy, that my head overthinks, and you're over here all confident saying, no, I got this figured out. Because
I've gone down the rabbit hole. I've been in the craziness. I've embraced the craziness.
Me
now
too.
The craziness is, I've embraced my darkness. That makes sense. So it's like, I'm no longer labeling that as necessarily being bad nor good. It merely just is. And when I have those moments where my mind's running away with me, I know how to come back and get centered because I've gone down there.
How do you get back to being centered?
So nature.
Yes.
Nature, alone time, and then also sometimes just friends and music. Yeah, music, or being with my friends and just like being in a moment and accepting and cherishing the present moment. So you can do that a lot of times with nature. I do that when I'm making music. I do that when I'm with my family, with my friends. So just like unplugging from a device, I would say, and being present in a living moment. How
similar are you to your family? And what I mean by this is, so I'm originally from Chicago, so I love your hat. Go Chicago Bulls, even though they haven't been good in 30 years, besides 3 years with Derrick Rose. But whenever I go back up north, my family's really Catholic. They're a little judgmental. Anybody that uses pronouns is demonic. It made no sense. There's all these things. Like, I love being around my family, but I feel like I don't have anything in common with them since moving to Florida. I don't know if you have things in common with your family, or over the years you've become your own like person.
Definitely become my own person, but I also come from a family with extremely different backgrounds. So my father, born and raised in Jamaica, and my mother, born and raised in Sicily.
Oh my God.
So you have the dynamic of very Sicilian. All of them are still overseas. None of them are in the States.
Yes.
And then you have the dichotomy of extreme Jamaican, fresh off the boat Jamaicans.
Yeah.
And then so I have not only my identity as just my uniqueness, but then also I'm Americanized as compared to like the rest of my family and stuff. So
I've never really left America besides like going on a cruise and going to like Puerto Rico, Grand Turk, St. Thomas, and Mexico, but I've never like been across the pond.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely have to. Let's see. Sicily's amazing.
I've heard the food's so much cleaner in Italy and Spain. It's just better.
Europe as a whole, like they don't use as many like preservatives.
That's the word.
Like that. Yeah, like organic food is mandatory in Europe. And in, I think Germany too. I've been to Germany. Like, so you eat carbs over there, as many carbs as you want. You don't gain weight like you do here because it's like healthy, wholesome stuff. And you walk everywhere.
What are their weed laws like?
I don't even know. I don't know. I know my cousins, like they took us to this, like the Sicilian hood, like mafia, like low key. And they were like, yo, you want some? Like,
does everybody try to be mafia over there? Like, is everybody trying to be soprano?
So Americans do that. Americans try, because that's where it came from.
Yes.
Like it's a pseudo government that was created by gangsters, mobsters, whatever, because the government wasn't taking care of the people. So they rose up and started taking care of their own people.
That makes sense.
But I mean, they partake in criminal activity. So
Americans make it dorky. I know some people that are like from Italy and they try so hard to be hard. I'm like, you are an overweight 52-year-old man. Get out of here. Right. You're not tough. No one's afraid of you. It's fascinating how I feel like people feel peer pressured. If they come from that upbringing, that they have to be like Tony Soprano or they have to be like The Godfather. And it's like, no, that's fiction.
And also that specifically is very heavily American based. It's what the Sicilians and Italians did after they got here. So some real authentic like mafioso stuff, like it's done completely different. You almost don't even notice it. It's very underneath the radar.
Classier
over there. If you want to call it classy, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's so like heavily embedded in the society that you don't even know if you're patroning some sort of business that maybe is run by the mafia. You wouldn't even know. But that money ends up getting funneled and like, yeah, so it's...
Have you ever found out about a business that was like laundering money or something and you go, it makes sense how nobody went to your place, but you got all this cash? It's fascinating after the fact.
I low-key feel like every mattress firm is that.
Every car shop, not a car shop, car wash. Any car wash on US 19 is money laundering.
Car washes and... Because like, how do you sell that many mattresses? And
nobody's ever in them.
Afloat. No, that's what I'm saying. Ever.
And it's completely full. There's no beds. Right. Like, back in the day, you go to Best Buy, you buy the new DVD, and everything's off the shelf. Nothing's off the shelf with the beds. It's totally full.
And there's no one in there, but yet the Mattress Firm will be literally the only business still existing in some old broke down plaza.
It'll be The Walking Dead. In 2,500 years, this planet will be over with. It'll be a bunch of bumbleweeds and mattress firms.
Pretty much. Exactly.
So we've talked for about, let me see here. I need a drink of water. We talked for about 15 minutes. So on this show, I take commercial breaks, even though it's a podcast, but it sounds like a radio show. So I play music. So I want to play Fuckboy because...
Play it, Dan.
Well, I will. Spicy over here. Let me load it up. But what I'm saying is I didn't play it properly before. Whenever I interview artists, I like playing their music and having you guys think of and feel how you felt when you were recording it. So here's the full song.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Happy Hour will be right back.
And I'm not looking for empathy. It's clear to me that when you're not with me, you don't give a damn. Out of sight, out of mind. Why do I waste my time thinking you'll realize? 'Cause it's clear that you're not into me. We did a 180, now we're enemies. And I feel like I'm crazy 'cause I can't believe that I didn't see what you were doing to me. Listen, when you left me, we go. But I guess that's how the story goes. Everybody, no. With a fuckboy, you done set yourself up for unnecessary drama, doing fuckboy stuff. Turn no hoe to no husband. You wishing he wasn't, but the truth is he got community. And the truth is you're no good for me. I'm trying to love myself instead of everybody else. I cannot afford your toxic energy. I'll be damned if you would get the best of me. Must be crazy 'cause I can't believe that I didn't see what you were doing to me. Listen, when you left me, we go. But I guess that's how the story goes. Everybody, no. With a fuckboy, you done set yourself up for unnecessary drama, doing fuckboy stuff. Turn no hoe to no husband. You wishing he wasn't, but the truth is he got community. But I guess it's for the better. Guess it was all for the better.
This following segment, let me turn this down, is being brought to you by Mitra-9.com, the best kava and kratom around. Do you guys like kava and kratom?
I do like kava.
Do you like kratom?
I don't think I've had that.
It's very controversial because it's replacing big pharma, and all the boomers see the keywords like heroin and addicting, so they think it's bad. Because online, the internet doesn't like that millennials are using that over drugs.
What is it?
It's like a plant that you drink. It's just like kava, but it's like kava relaxes you. To me, kava's like a beer, and kratom's more like a turn up. Like it's more like a Red Bull and vodka type vibe.
Where do we obtain that?
Any place, chill room, any of the spots.
Oh, we should go get some.
Also, you could go to Mitra-9.com and at checkout use keyword Hoppe and save 20%.
Listen. Okay.
You can get these days.
I know, right?
Facts.
Dude, I got deals on deals here. I'm not just saying it.
Deals on deals on deals.
Do you guys like Delta 8 honey? Does that sound good to have a little bit of honey?
You go crazy on, isn't it?
No, yes, but that's the whole point of having it. If you go to dzbzhoney.com and use keyword Hoppe at checkout, you can save 20%. But this is the type of honey you're not driving after. You are sinking into the couch and watching TV. It's a good vibe.
Netflix
also,
and chill honey.
Depends on how tired. You must like work out before it. Because you don't want to have honey dick. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to like not be able to get it up. You gotta make sure you're ready to perform, my friend.
Facts.
Even like Kratom, the only downside of Kratom is that you like, if I'm gonna, how do I word this? You got to make sure that you can't just have Kratom and then expect to chill a girl and have things work out. You gotta do things along with it because it's an antidepressant, so it chills you out. I am telling you guys way too much about me right now.
You're putting us on. Listen, like it's all about being holistic these days, you know?
Yes, it is. I got a few more commercials I got to do. This is also being brought to you by my barber, richkbarber.com. He's over at Kennedy Boulevard at Salon Loft. The best barber around. I've been seeing him for 3 years. I mean, I know my hair is a 10 out of 10. I'm getting older and my hair's not growing as much. And I'm freaking out a little bit. Where like, I haven't had a haircut in 4 weeks and this is all I could do. It's crazy. 4 years ago, 2 years ago, bro, my hair was wild.
I mean, that line is looking kind of liney to me.
Is that a good or bad thing?
That's a good thing.
Thank you. I've been working on it for 2 years.
Yeah. So let's hear it for the barber one more time.
Hell yeah, richkbarber.com. I went through like how do I word it? I went through a different phase after I dumped my ex last year where you're like, oh my God, I must look different than when I dated you. Because when I dated her, my hair was super long.
Don't we got to get brand new every time?
And then I was like, you know what? I got to look fresh. So that's what I did. All right. Enough about me.
Hey, that's fuckboy vibes right there. That's some of that toxic right there. You got to get fresh after you let her go. Let her know what she missed.
Yes, sir.
He needs a
I
verse.
like to think that.
He needs a verse.
I like that. But you know what I think about all the time?
Want to get one on one of our songs?
I be down and just talk some shit about exes. I'm going to tell you right now, though, I have this thought that helps me get over exes immediately. They had a lot of experience doing sexual things with you, and they got their quarterback reps in. They were able to practice and do their thing, and they're taking all that experience, and they're doing it with someone else, and they're glad it's not you. And how hurtful that is, it makes you go, I'm good. Because you really got to think about it.
Yeah.
This is all I've been talking about all day because everybody's going through breakups recently. You're not?
I've been single for a really, really long time.
But you made the song Fuck Boy.
Right, but that song, I mean, it was a situationship at the time.
Yes.
And honestly, I think I made that song like maybe a year ago.
I was joking. I was
but
joking.
I'm just thinking like, I don't know.
What is the song Bad Girl about? What's that about?
It's about embracing your inner bad bitch.
Hell yeah. How influential was the song WAP? Looking back on it, I don't even think it was that dirty, but I feel like it really set the bar for allowing women to be more dirty in songs. You agree?
I agree, but also, mind you, Cardi is also a wife. Like, she can get as nasty and freaky with her husband as she wants. I think we all, as women, need to embrace our sexualities. And I think it's becoming more okay, but people like to demonize it.
I thought it was weird when all of the right-wing people like Ben Shapiro were getting mad about it. I was like, you need to get laid. Like if you are very backed up if you are that angry about WAP.
Clearly.
It's the most 2020 thing ever to be mad about that. Right. All right, we'll be right back.
Happy Hour. Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Happy Hour. Call Hoppe now. 856-49-HOPPE.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Put in work. What was the concept of this song?
So that is basically just the emotion and the high when you're dancing, when you're grinding with a dude in the club, you know, and you want to put in that work so that you get the response and the reaction from him that you want.
What's your go-to club to grind at? Where do you grind at?
Club? I don't really go to the clubs like that, but I do love anything that would give me like a good reggae vibe.
Oh, yeah.
I like Caribbean music, but I also like dive bars. I go to
I
Coyote
love
Ugly
dive
lots.
bars. Where do you go?
Coyote Ugly.
I love that spot.
Yeah. So Ybor's fun. Like just.
I like being on the main block of Ybor, but I wait for my Uber to get me there. I don't go to the side roads of Ybor. You hang out on that main block.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for the side roads.
Oh man, the parking lot. Things have actually. What's funny but not funny is that city's crazy. That's like its own little craziness. Yeah. I love Ybor though. I've had a lot of fun nights there. A lot of nights I remember until about 11 p.m. and then it's just 24, 25-year-old Ryan Hoppe taking shots after shots after shots. Yeah. Never doing lines. Just having a crazy time. You know what I'm saying? I've never done that. It's not what you do when you go to Ybor and regret it the next day. I'm telling you right now though, I think we partied too much in our 20s. I think I don't know how to explain it. I feel like we're all like not damaged or damaged goods, but we partied so much, at least for me, because I grew up watching Jersey Shore and listening to rap music. I despise country music, but listening to rap music.
I actually like country.
Please.
I like all music except for like death metal.
Well, death metal's not music. It's just yelling. Country music, though, is the same thing. It's over in a drinking beer, praise God in a small town. It's annoying. But with rap, it's all about turning up in that. And I feel like I lost some brain cells in my 20s. I drank a lot. I partied a lot. Looking back on it.
I had my moments. Like my early 20s, and if I'm being honest, even 18, 19, 20, like entering my 20s, I was a wild child.
21, I was nuts.
I got to let y'all know right now.
What do you got to let me know?
I'm an animal right now. Today. Tonight.
At age 27, right?
Oh, yeah. Definitely age 27, even though I'm way, hey, I'm a crazy right now. Els know. Me and Els we've been having experiments in Ybor going crazy, man.
What type of experiments are you doing in Ybor?
Drink.
I did that. Have you been to Pelican Pub?
No, I haven't.
In St. Pete? 25 Cent, who used to work for Bubba Love Sponge, he's a local DJ. He's awesome. Broderick, he does the DJing on Saturdays. Dude, I'm drink on drink on drink. The next day though, headache on headache on a headache.
Hey, Goodies powder and water.
What's a Goodies powder?
Oh my God.
You gotta tell me about Goodies powder. You can't just mention it without telling me.
It's migraine headache. It will kill that hangover in 5 minutes. You're brand new. You're fresh. You're good to go.
Where do you get it? 7-Eleven?
Any gas station. Not
Goodies?
BC powders, because that's nasty.
Oh, no.
Goodies powder.
You know which one didn't really take off? Was that one that like party patch?
Never heard of that.
It was in 7-Eleven for a minute, and they were trying to sponsor my podcast, but then never got back to me, which kind of represents how their product went. Because you would like put it on your body, and it was supposed to like take away your hangover. And I remember one day I did it, and I actually had a worse hangover.
Sounds gimmicky to me. I don't even know.
It's like a recovery drink now that people are on.
Pedialyte?
Yes, I don't know.
The closest I'll ever going into the baby aisle is to grab the Pedialyte. I'm not grabbing diapers.
It's like Live 21 is supposed to be like nourishing and refresh you after you drink. Like, and I've never had any. But
Powerade
that's
too?
all I see. Powerade is a clutch.
Especially if it's cold and you got it and it's like
Mystic
it's the
Mountain Blue, bro.
Yes, I was about to say blue.
Yes.
You read my mind. Thank you. Gatorade's not as good. Powerade's better. It's a fact. It's known science that Powerade's better.
But if it's warm, it is trash.
Yeah,
Powerade
trash
must be cold. Must be frosty.
Even room temperature. But if it's hot,
if you just got it out the gas station from the shelf,
it's like 90 out.
It's no good. It's gotta be.
It's like I've worked some days.
You feel it as you drink it. It's just like a recharge.
Especially if it's like really hot out. If it's like July, it's like 109 out, and then you drink it Powerade, man. But then you drink it too fast. It's over with so quickly.
It's like I drink it like a drink and not like a sports drink. Like I don't work out. I don't do anything with that drink. I just drink it recreationally.
Through all the booze I've drank in my life, I'm pretty sure I've made drinks with Powerade maybe 10 years ago.
I mean, what would you drink with Powerade?
Probably vodka I put in it. I did a lot of experimenting.
Vodka Powerade.
It was good. I'm a Red Bull and vodka guy.
Yeah.
I love Red Bull and vodka. I love Jack and Coke. And you know what is a naughty drink is tequila. I don't know what the hell they put in tequila, but I had like a half a bottle of it 2 weekends ago. Yeah. I was ready to conquer the world, dog. Is crazy.
Like, consistently throughout my entire life, tequila is responsible single-handedly for the most wild nights of my entire life.
Shout out to Casamigos.
Shout out Casamigos.
That's what DJ Pez drinks at Park and Rec. Oh my God. It's worth it. The hangover, it's like a successful hangover. Like you wake up and you're like, I feel terrible, but it was worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Have you ever made a song about like hangovers of partying? That could be one I could jump on.
Oh yeah, duh, not okay.
Come on, now it's not okay.
The whole video is me just being fucked up in Ybor
and
recovering from it and like crashing into my pool and being totally drunk because I'm like it's one of those nights where you're like fuck my life.
That's dangerous though.
Shit,
that is
so
dangerous to be in a pool drunk.
I mean, but I had a lifeguard.
Is this it?
That's it.
You like how I did that? Went on Spotify and let you talk for 30 seconds and loaded it? How long did this take to make?
Oh man, we were vibing that night. It took a couple of hours because we went to the liquor store, got some liquor.
Hell yeah, you did. What'd you get?
We got some Casamigos. We did. Yes.
We got fucked up.
Yeah, you did.
And then we did a song about being fucked up while getting fucked up.
That's the best song ever.
Yo.
'Cause I know that
Were you fucked up singing this?
Yeah. Yeah.
You kind of in a good way.
The song, the further the song progressed, like the more I was drinking and everything, like just to be in that vibe, in that headspace.
Were you like sipping on it while singing? Like you had it right next to you and you had like the little straw?
In between breaths, I was just like drinking out the bottle.
How long did this, like what time were you guys up till?
It was a Tuesday. I know that. Because we
3-4?
Yeah, till like 3 or 4 on a Tuesday.
That's not that bad. If to me going to bed at 3 or 4 is acceptable, when it goes to 5:30, that's when things went too long.
I would say we were tracking the song till like 3, and then we just listened to it like 50 times, and then was like, we need to do a video to this.
Yeah, and then I had to go to work the next day.
No, you did not. Are you that type of person? Are you like a turn up animal and then you have to go to work?
Well, yeah, because I got to pay bills.
I know you got to pay bills, but if I have to go to work the next day, I can't turn up. I'm lame like that.
So
I need my sleep.
I'm like YOLO.
I get
YOLO.
that,
Like,
but
and
getting
not
up low and my head hurts. Oh,
not all the time, but like for music or for like it, for me the payoff has to be there. And when it comes to music, the payoff is always there. So I'll always sacrifice whatever happens tomorrow for my music.
2 years ago, I went to the Nas concert at that festival in like 2021, and it went till 11, and I had to be up at 4, and that was the worst day of my life.
Listen,
it was horrible.
If I'm trying to get Els out and it's turn up time,
yeah,
and she got to work, it's not happening. But if it's music, she's there like it's no tomorrow. Like
music at a bar, or could it just be like a jukebox, or does it have to be live music?
Making music.
Oh, got it. That's
the only vice that she got. She's gonna level that with.
Was there ever a song you made and you listened to it the next day and you're like, this is trash?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Can only imagine when you're drinking. Not every song's going to be a banger.
Yeah. Yeah, the majority of our stuff is really good. In fact, we have a whole catalog of stuff that I'm going to be putting out. Speaking of which, this Friday.
What's this Friday?
Go Fast is going to be on all platforms.
Hell yeah!
Go Fast.
Go Fast.
What's the theme of Go Fast? Just going fast?
And we getting fucked.
We getting fucked up, and we're shooting a video.
Where are you getting fucked up at?
Everywhere. All over
St.
the place.
Pete, Ybor.
Gotta celebrate.
Across the bridge in that song.
Yeah.
If you guys come to I don't know why I said Fort Myers. If you guys come to St. Pete, we got to get fucked up.
Let's come to St. We'll do it then. Let's do it.
Right now.
We'll
Hell
come
yeah.
back. We'll come back. We'll come back. But no, the song is about. It's a really good vibe. It's from a woman's perspective when you're out and you're really attracted to somebody and you're like, listen, let's go home together. Like, I want to go fast with you. You feel me? Like, that's what it's about. It's about the vibe.
Was there ever a guy that you were just like, Jesus Christ, stop talking to me? And then at the last second, you're like, I must have sex with this man.
Actually, no.
Wow.
No, I mean.
Is it right from the beginning? If the attraction's not there from the beginning, it ain't happening.
I most of the time know And I think most women know pretty immediately if a man's fuckable or if he's dateable.
What's the key to knowing if a man is fuckable and if a man's dateable? How do you notice that? What's the differences of being fuckable and dateable? How do you notice?
So fuckable is like big dick energy.
Yes.
Right? Because it's not always just about looks, but it's like they got big dick energy. They carry themselves a particular way. But if they're like giving fuckboy vibes, then you're like, okay, you're only good for fucking. I wouldn't want a relationship with you.
Yeah. You're just going to cheat.
For me, fuckable is immediately on sight. You gotta look it. To be dateable, it's gotta be the vibe. It's gotta be the energy. Like I gotta be cool hanging out with you. You know,
I gotta be able to bring you home to mom.
Like, you gotta not make me want to boot you the moment we're done. Like if I want to roll over and Uber you the fuck out of here.
Lil Wayne said it best. First you come, then you come to your senses. I love that.
That's right.
It's a fact.
I've dodged so many bullets getting that first one out of the way before.
I thought you were going to say someone else. Dude, I love people that, how do I say this? I love people that knock up women and then they're like, I pulled out at the last second after. No. It's like, no, you got to like.
Shut up the club.
Eject. You got to get out beforehand. Let me see how long I've been doing this. It took me 35 minutes for me to make a sex joke. I'm very proud of myself. And we've all been talking about fucking anyway. It took me 35 minutes to talk about fucking. I mean, if there's a way to describe Happy Hour, it would be that. What song do you want me to play? I want to play another banger right now. I feel like playing a banger. What song? It's not on there. It'll be on there. How about Boomerang? What do you want? What would make Eleanor happy that I could type up on Spotify? What song?
You should. Since we're talking about fucking.
Yes. Oh, hell yeah.
All the Noise.
Oh, no.
All the
Is
noise.
that on Spotify?
It's on Spotify.
All right.
But it's going to be under.
Under what?
After Hours featuring Eleanor.
ALL.
After Hours. Eleanor. Don't you love how professional this show is? Like, I'm just typing out loud. After Hours, Eleanor. I see After Hours.
AFTAOURS.
AFT?
AFTAOURS.
Oh, that's my Caucasian side. I put it After Hours. It's After Hours. Got it. See here.
Just so we can keep with the vibes. And then, if you want another one, I got another one for you.
Oh, no. I bet you do. I don't have any doubt that you have that.
Some slappers.
Oh, you do? Have you ever had somebody tell you that people listen to your music while having sex? Has someone ever come up to you and like, Eleanor, you really helped me get my rocks off last night?
Not yet, but I have had people tell me that they've listened to certain songs on repeat because, like, when they're going out and in the car and stuff.
I fuck to it.
But this song, All the Noise, did you find it?
I'm looking for it.
Let me find it for you.
I'm definitely fucking All the Noise.
You have? Oh, well then.
It's good to know. Then. I need that energy. I need that thought of you fucking a girl.
Hey, listen, when you hear that song, you understand.
What's your go-to move? What song do you put on? Fuckboy? What are you putting on to get laid?
All the Noise.
All the Noise?
All the Noise. Bad Girl will get it done. Ride or Die. That ain't out yet, but that's definitely one that you can just get with it.
Yes, we loaded it. On most podcasts, people would have edited this out and done it perfect. You know how like radio DJs talk for 7 seconds and it sounds perfect? Life's never perfect. It took us a minute to find a song.
We don't need to be perfect.
But now it's time to get naughty.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Happy Hour will be right back.
In the morning, it's a vibe. When you pull up, just jump on, don't waste no time. I ain't wanna play games, but tonight I'ma be your toy. You can let loose, make all the noise, all the noise. Shawty open wide, I'm going deep, jumping on the top rope. Yeah, I'ma fall. I'ma knock it down, neighbors get mad, cause I'm beating on the wall. Pussy super wet, yes, it's the best sex ever had. Drip like Amara. Call her teacher pet, cause she taught me out, she got good break. Ooh, on a roll. I'm on a mission. Take you from the bed into the kitchen. I'ma clean the plate like it's dishes. It's a FaceTime and it's so delicious. If I'm quiet, then it's cause I like to listen. Tryna tell me, so I gotta pay attention. Every time we making new positions, and you know that I be giving up them inches. Yeah. 4 o'clock in the morning, it's a vibe. When you pull up, just jump. Don't waste no time. I ain't wanna play games, but tonight
you gon' be my toy.
You can let loose, make all the noise.
All the noise. When I pull up, you know what's up. Don't wanna make love, I'm tryna get fucked. No sweet shit, I wanna get rough. Make me tap out, make me wanna give up. Pull my hair, do it like you don't care. Just do it, boy. Ooh, I like what you're doing, boy. That right there, can you do it more? You're the only one I wanna get nasty with. Only one I wanna get savage with. Ain't no other bitch coming after this. Ride it like a pro, cause I own this dick.
4 o'clock in the morning, it's a vibe. When you pull up, just jump.
I won't waste no
time. I ain't wanna play games, but tonight
you gon' be my toy.
You can let loose, make all the noise.
All the noise.
When you pull up, just jump. I waste no time. I ain't wanna play games, but tonight you gon' be my toy. You can let loose, make all the noise. All the noise.
All the noise. All the noise. All the noise. All the noise. All the noise.
Yes, this following segment has been brought to you by the best hemp lemonade around, Astro Bliss Hemp Lemonade at ASTROBLEME.com. And at checkout, again, use keyword Hoppe to save 20%. This is also being brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts. I don't know if you guys can tell, but look at these muscles. I lift all the time. It's about twice a week. I could go more, but I have this MMA trainer. I'm telling you, he's legit.
I see it. I see it.
I appreciate it. It means a lot. All right, we're going to come back. Let me see how much longer we got. We've got about 18 minutes. I think we can do 18 more minutes of the show. I don't think it's too hard. It'll go by just like that. So we will be right back on Happy Hour.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour. Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Happy Hour. Call Hoppe now. 856-49-HOPPE.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
So what the hell got you guys into music?
Oh, that's a loaded question.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, for me, it started when I was very, very little. My dad used to watch Soul Train.
Heard about it.
And I used to see music videos, Michael Jackson and Sade and Whitney Houston.
Yeah, Whitney's a legend for sure.
So I would run around the house singing their music and pretending to perform and trying to put on shows for my family, but nobody ever paid me any attention.
Me neither, even though I was an only child. I'm just kidding. I used to sing with a broom. I used to pretend a broom was the microphone.
I would too.
Go around the house pretending it's American Idol.
Same. I did the same thing.
Oh my God, we're alike.
I did. And then, I was listening to the radio constantly, and then I would do choir at school, and my teachers would pick me to have solos. And then I did start singing in church when I got to high school.
Oh, God, I had to go to church. It sucked.
I liked church. I was very spiritual.
Did you grow up Catholic?
No.
You're lucky.
But so my mom was Roman Catholic, but then rebelled against that and went Mormon.
Wow, that really is rebelling.
Yes. So the missionaries used to come to our house, and teach us about Jesus and stuff. My dad wasn't for it because he's Baptist.
Yeah, I can see that being a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, but I mean, religion was always there, but I wouldn't say it molded too much in the sense that it more so informed my spirituality.
It made me more into a slut and more into rap music and adult cartoons. I'm telling you, it's the fact. Wait till marriage and I wanted to be cool, so I bought condoms like at 15 and I had them in my room and my dad yelled at me. What? I mean, come on now.
Yeah, I did that too.
You thought, oh, it's going to happen at any time. You got to be ready. You could just bang after seventh period, and it never happens. But you always had to be prepared.
I was crazy. Like I was trying to lose it at that age, and I didn't. But I definitely remember getting a little tester condom pack in the mail or something. It was like some stupid condom, and it was like the thinnest ultra sheen condom.
I remember being like 15 and walking down the Walgreens aisle and being like, "This is a naughty aisle."
Yeah, this is wild.
And then I dated a sociopath 2 relationships ago, and I never completed the task, but she always thought she was pregnant. So then that aisle became very traumatic because she was always trying to get pregnant, even though I wasn't doing anything to get her pregnant. And so then when I began going down that aisle, I was like, Jesus. The aisle went from pleasure to pain. It was frightening.
Scary.
Dude, do you have any kids?
Yeah, I got an 18-year-old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Shout out to
you have kids, right? I'm the only one without kids here.
Yeah.
I tell people this and they freak out. I got a vasectomy.
No, you did not.
I did.
Oh, really?
No, I'm not lying.
Oh, okay. I mean,
if I want kids in some imaginary world, I can get it reversed. But no, I'm good.
I mean, listen, if that's to each their own. I believe in doing you. Like
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It definitely did me when I was having 2 doctors play with my balls while we're talking about Madden football. It was really weird. I was all numbed up on pain and they're doing their thing. And they were like, well, what's your favorite Madden video game? Oh, I like the one with Michael Vick. I'm like, you're touching my dick right now. This is weird. You think I'm kidding? I'm not lying.
No, I mean, this is too detailed for me to think you're joking. Like,
oh, yeah,
it's too specific.
My vasectomy was a Plan B pill. It's always been a Plan B pill.
Next morning, run to Walgreens.
Fucking Skittles.
It can't be a vasectomy if it completely is isolated to the woman's experience. Like, that has nothing to do with the man and male experience. Like, that is not a form of male birth control. That's female birth control. So that's not yours. That's so selfish.
If everybody would just paint the tattoo correctly, none of this would happen. Wow. I thought that was a funny one-liner, but it just got really quiet in here.
That went over my head.
Pulling out, pew, pew.
Oh, painting?
That was I've made some bad sexual jokes on my show over the years. That might have been the 0 out of 10.
That was 0. I'm not gonna lie.
No. To say that was a 0 was not saying enough. What's the song you made? This is quite the professional transition. Right. What's the song you made that you thought was a 0? That everybody hated? Or no, that you hated, but everybody loved? Oh, one that you were like, man, this is trash. Everyone's like, what are you talking about, Eleanor? It's great.
I mean, I haven't put it out.
Oh, no. Is that the one coming out?
No. Like, I won't put out a song if I think it's trash.
But what if everybody else, you're playing it at the house, everyone's smoking doobies, drinking Hennessy, and you're like, you got to put this out. And you're like, no, I hate it. Would you put it out anyway because other people liked it?
Maybe I would.
You should try that.
I get inside my head a lot, specifically when it comes to my art. Yeah.
You're in your head a lot about it?
Yes. I could be a little self-conscious about my music for sure.
What makes you so self-conscious? Like, what are you doing where you're like not believing in your product?
It's more so that I'm always hearing something that can sound better.
Yes.
And it's like a piece of myself. So I'm very vulnerable in my music. And I'm very vulnerable with whatever I'm creating. So to then release that to the very like evil, angry public is what it feels like.
Would you say there's a little bit of, you like this transition? Overthinking?
Yes.
You like how I did that?
Yes.
How long did this take to make?
Actually, I wrote that during the pandemic on an app called Voicey.
I've heard of it.
It's no longer in existence. I wrote just the hook and it went viral on the app. Everybody was like, oh my God, I love it. So then I was like, bet, let me get the beat. I reached out to the producer. And then at the time I was working with a different engineer and had him come through. We recorded it. And I don't know, like the song wrote itself though.
Yeah, for sure. I like it.
I realize I've been overthinking about you. Wonder if you think about me too.
This is a little bit of a naughty thing to ask. Have you ever gotten laid and been like, I want to turn on one of my songs? Do you ever turn on your own songs? Just for a little ego trip?
So, no, because I only just started making music that I would fuck to.
What was the first song you made where you're like, I would totally fuck to this?
My first time making anything like that would be All the Noise.
Yeah, All the Noise, for sure. That's where you get down.
But it took me working with him, with Blahzae, to get me outside my comfort zone. Because I was like, in music, I was a goody two-shoes, but I wasn't really expressing a whole part of me that existed until I met him.
Like, Eleanor is definitely the goody two-shoes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Els
puts on the act like she's not a naughty girl. Come on now. I'm just messing with you.
But yeah,
you know, it's a little true. That's why you're.
But my thing is this, like, because I originally when I started doing like recording music, I also play the guitar. So people put me in this box of good girl with singing wholesome music with a guitar. Yeah, right. Which is not true. It's not true. But there was this whole other side of me that's like, I used to also work at a club in South Beach called Mangoes, where I literally was on the bar half naked, shaking my ass for money.
Hell yeah.
So I was denying like this whole other part of me.
I can imagine that sight.
Yeah. So, you know, like, and now I feel like I've fully integrated all of the parts of me into my music.
What's the most money you made that night shaking your ass? One of the nights?
Like 500 maybe.
God damn, the price of being a hot chick must be nice.
And it's not like a strip club, you know.
I know,
it's
I know.
a restaurant and it turns into a nightclub, but like,
is it kind of like what they call it? What's up?
Strip club. She done made 5 bands.
Yeah, is it kind of like
it's a show bar.
That club in Ybor where all the girls dance on the table?
It's
what bar is it at? Coyote Ugly?
Coyote Ugly is the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
But Mangoes on South Beach, it's a famous bar. And it's like a Hispanic heritage.
Were there any big ballers that were famous that came in?
Yes.
Like who?
Flo Rida shot a music video there.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Of course Flo Rida was there.
Yeah.
It does not surprise me by you telling me Flo Rida was there.
Yeah, and many other celebrities too, because it's South Beach. So they're like, they stay in there.
I went to South Beach, but I went with my uncle and my mom, and it was quite lame.
Oh,
it was fun. Like, they took me out to dinner and that, but I was like, ugh.
There's good food out there.
It's pricey.
And everything's pricey. The nightlife is
Miami,
crazy.
we're so cool. It's like, Jesus Christ, take me back to the same.
But it's the same shit. Like, the clubs inside of South Beach clubs, they look the same they do up here. Like,
that's honestly, the thing, is it's like, it's just because it's a different city.
It's a different city, and you pay to brush shoulders with celebrities, because celebrities do go to the clubs there.
I was
like access.
In Miami 3 weeks ago. I fled because I had to leave here during the hurricane, and there's a hustle and bustle down there that's not here. People are lazy and move very slowly. And the example was, I went to Wawa at like 7 a.m. And I'm going to tell you right now, people were not moving at the Wawa
in Miami.
I'm saying it wrong. Oh. A typical Wawa in St. Peter, Tampa, people move very slowly. They have nowhere to go. Man, the one in Fort Lauderdale, it was like being in New York City. It was crazy. I was like, Jesus.
Well, you know, they say Miami's the lost borough. They say it's the lost borough of New York, because a lot of New Yorkers migrate when they want to go to a hot climate.
Yeah.
Go to Miami.
Damn, that makes sense. It had a New York vibe. It was
culturally too, just as far as there's so many different variety of cultures. A lot of Caribbean cultures there, and very international. So, yeah.
So before I let you go, where's the life of Eleanor? Everything you're up to, let us know.
Oh, yes. Okay, so I have a new single coming out this Friday called Go Fast. It will be on all streaming platforms. I am in the works of putting together a music video for said new single. Very excited about that. Is it going to be naughty? It's gonna be fun.
Hell yeah, I love that.
Sexy.
Yes.
It's gonna be sexy.
Oh, sure.
It's gonna give lots of sex energy, because the song is very sexy. But as far as keeping up with me, so my Instagram, I do most of my posting and content there. So at KP Eleanor, spelled KPELEANOR.
Yes.
And then I have a TikTok that same.
How does that do?
You know, I don't utilize it the way that I should, but I am going to start.
Yes, you should begin tomorrow.
Yes.
TikTok's weird. One video will do well, one video will suck. The ones that you want to do well never do well.
Yeah, I completely can attest to that. I do a couple of like voiceover acting stuff because I also do acting, and I've done really well with some of those. So it's gonna be definitely more playful, more personality on TikTok, and then also my YouTube channel, which is Eleanor Palmer.
Yes.
Where I post all my music videos, and I am going to start doing some video blogging as well. So really excited about that. Going to talk about like lifestyle stuff, just being a woman in America and the things we deal with, and you know, it's going to be a vibe.
It sounds like it's going to be a vibe. If you ever need anything promoted, hit me up.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
Money. And like that, he's gone.
Happy hour is now over. Happy hour is now over. Happy hour is now